And this would be take 437 of this vlog. For some reason, I just can't seem to get anything right. It actually started out with I was going to talk about what it meant to be broke, or the different definitions we have about being broke. I've had a couple of conversations with people over the last little while, and they don't seem to completely understand that when I say I'm broke, it means I have no money. It means that I can't afford to drive to the city. It costs me $30 or $40 worth of gas to drive my old van to the city and back. And for me, $30 or $40 is a ton of money. That's a lot of money to me. Uh, I miss some openings. I miss the occasional birthday party or gathering that my friends are having because I just plain can't afford to go. It's that simple. And people sometimes just don't quite get that. And I don't blame them. If you have an income and it's always there. You can always borrow a little ahead from the income, use your credit card and that. But I don't have the credit cards. I don't have the income to borrow ahead against. And when you know, if there's quite often if I leave for the city and there's not enough gas to get home, I'm going to be pushing the van home, and that just is what it is. I don't mean to complain about the finances. It's actually not been a bad year. We do, thanks to some friends and a lot of support from the community, I managed to pull off this winter pretty good. We sold some stuff at auction. We had some donations that helped me get that god awful power bill caught up. And as it looks, we're going to make it through the winter, pretty good. I've got the studio shut down right now because I have no oxygen and acetylene, but that's trickling in. I'm managing to get a couple of dollars here and a couple of dollars there put towards that, and soon we'll have that covered and life will be great. So yeah, it's been a good winter. No complaints about the finances, but I'm broke, and I don't mind being broke. I'm good with that. I got to stay home for 3 weeks. I'm planning on staying home for another 3 weeks before I leave the place. Um, and I have TV this year, which is way better than last year. Believe me. Anyway, poverty's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with being poor. It simplifies everything. I don't have to worry about somebody stealing my identity and emptying my bank accounts out. Have at them. I'm pretty sure if you stole my identity, you would be phoning me in about a week, begging me to take it back. Anyway, we'll go on with that. We're at the beginning of February now, so we got one more month of hardcore winter, and then, as far as I'm concerned, if we can get to March, we can survive. It may get a little cold in March, but by the time you're in March, you know it's coming. Then April hits. March, I start selling a little bit. April, I actually start making a little bit of money again, and I, get back on my feet, get groceries back in the house. Things will be good. This year is my solo show at Sky Up in Saskatoon, which is my bread and butter show and the biggest show I do every year. It's 3 weeks at the Sky Up Gallery in Saskatoon on 3rd Avenue. Is in April, towards the middle or end of April, I believe. There'll be lots of propaganda coming out. Believe me, I peddle that show hard. I'm not sure what I'm doing this year. The lack of oxygen and acetylene is kind of putting me in a bit of a bind. But hopefully we'll get that solved and get the new pieces made, because I try with that show to the best I can do to have as many new pieces. I try to have it all new pieces, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. But not sure. I'm kind of thinking that show's going to go with some bigger pieces, some more outdoor stuff, and a little trying to get away from the stuff I showed last year, just because we need variety in life. We need to challenge ourselves. We need to chase some new stuff around. Other than that, life is good out here. Firewood is always an issue because I never seem to get my firewood done in time. But because of the warm weather, I've actually been able to cut back a little bit on the firewood. I use the baseboard heaters a bit, which runs the power bill up a little, but because it's been so warm and because I'm heating such a small space. It's actually been not too bad. Other than that, life is good. Studio's not open as much as it could be, but soon, very soon. And all I need now is people to send me cigars, and I'll be a happy camper. Or buy art so I can buy cigars. That'll work even better. Then I don't have to feel guilty. Anyway, this whole thing was supposed to be was intended to be about poverty and it not being a bad thing. My favorite quote, I don't know, okay, my favorite quote of all time, one of my favorite quotes of all time, comes from Robin Williams in The Fisher King, which is one of the all-time great movies. The only thing a man needs to be happy is a warm bed, a hot meal, and a regular bowel movement. So if you've got those three, consider yourself fortunate. You're better off than 80% of the people on the planet, and be thankful for that. Stay out there. Help those less fortunate than you. Reach a hand out. There's a whole lot of people that aren't doing near as well as you and I are doing, and take care of them. Love your family, love yourself, and we'll talk to you again after the 15th, because this will be the end of my high speed once again. Take care.